Get ready to watch episode 3 of PECs, Delivering on the Promise, where we dive into the story of commitment to the work contract, a powerful trait that highlights how persistence, dedication, and reliability shape successful entrepreneurship. In Dreamville, the success of the Dreamville Market on Wheels had already made a significant impact. Farmers now had a reliable way to sell their goods without the hassle of long-distance travel, and villagers had better access to fresh produce and essential goods. However, the truck's reliability issues weren't fully behind them yet, and there were moments when the truck needed repairs during business hours. The demand for fresh produce continued to grow, and the pressure to keep the mobile market running smoothly increased. One afternoon, Bogart received a call from a local farmer, Tikla, who had just harvested a large batch of fresh tomatoes and vegetables, all ready for the market.
Hello, Bogart. I need your truck to pick up my products as soon as possible.
But there was a problem. He'd promised to visit a neighboring village to expand the market's reach, but the truck had broken down again.
Hi, Tekla. I need to go to the next village, but my truck is broken. I need to fix it first.
Tikla was counting on the market to sell her crops, and the village depended on the truck for goods that were hard to come by.
Don't worry, Tekla. I will do my best to pick your products right on time.
Bogart had a decision to make. The truck was still in need of repairs, and he knew that if he didn't fix it immediately, he'd disappoint both Tikla and the villagers relying on him. But the commitment to the work contract, his promise to deliver fresh goods reliably, was something he took seriously. Despite his fatigue from the last few days of working on the truck, Bogart immediately put his tools aside and set out to make the repairs. His hands were sore, and the weather was sweltering, but he was determined to get the truck on the road again. He called his close friend Bruno, who helped with the heavy lifting during repairs. They worked side by side, with sweat pouring down their faces, tightening bolts, fixing the engine, and replacing the broken tire. Bogart's commitment to his work contract was clear. He refused to let the truck sit idle, knowing the importance of delivering to the community. After hours of hard work, the truck was ready. He quickly loaded it with fresh produce, ensuring it was packed efficiently and safely, then headed out to Tikla's farm. On the way, he passed through Dreamville, where villagers waved and smiled at him, knowing that the market truck was on its way. He wasn't just delivering goods, he was delivering on a promise, and his commitment was starting to show in the faces of the villagers. When Bogart arrived at Tikla's farm, she was waiting for him, worried that the market would miss the day's opportunity. When she saw the truck rolling up, her face lit up. The truck's engine hummed smoothly, the tires were intact, and everything was in working order.
Hey, Bogart, you're just right on time.
Tikla rushed to unload her goods, and the two of them worked together, setting up the produce stand with efficiency. She couldn't help but thank him.
Bogart, you've really done it. This market makes such a difference to us. You didn't have to rush like that.
Bogart smiled but replied, I made a promise, Tikla. When I say I'll be here, I'll be here. The truck might break down sometimes, but my commitment to you and the community won't. As the day wore on, villagers from neighboring areas showed up to buy fresh produce, and Tikla's goods sold out quickly. Bogart's commitment paid off, not just in the physical repairs of the truck, but in the trust he built with the community. By honoring his work contract and going above and beyond to ensure the market operated smoothly, he demonstrated that sometimes it's not just the work that matters, but the dedication to making it happen no matter what. This story highlights Bogart's commitment to his work contract, his dedication to providing for his community and ensuring his mobile market operates reliably. Despite the challenges, he delivers on his promise, reinforcing his role as a dependable and persistent entrepreneur in Dreamville. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for our next episode, where we dive into Peck's short stories about the demand for efficiency and quality, another key trait under the achievement cluster of personal entrepreneurial competencies. This portion is brought to you by Jovencius.